Education is not the learning of facts, but the training of minds to think. Respected Principal Ma'am, Headmaster, coordinators and parents, a very warm good afternoon to one and all present. With immense pleasure, on behalf of DPS Monarch Primary Team, I, Nandita Ray, would like to welcome all our dear parents who have joined us today for our virtual orientation. We will always cherish your partnership and collaboration in all endeavors of our life, and we treasure your love and concerns towards this institution, which is our second home. As we are moving ahead to the year 2022-23, we would like to give you an elaborate view of a carefully engineered academic curriculum, teaching methodology, assessment structure, co-curricular activities, and the overall plan for a vibrant, compassionate, and connected learning experience for our students in this session today. As you can see, the flow of the event for today: school at a glance, address by the principal, overview of the curriculum by headmaster, KG and primary school, scholastic structure and assessments by the academic coordinators, post-scholastic activity by academic coordinator, address by the counselor, parent portal guide by the IT department, question and answer session. DPS Monarch International School is a distinctive school that is known for its nurturing approach, friendly community, and excellent academic approach. The school has highly skilled, committed staff who will go an extra mile for the children. Teachers have recent and relevant experience. DPS Monarch International School stands as a citadel of learning and a forerunner of quality of consciousness. Before we start the session, I request all to keep your microphones on mute for the smooth conduct of the session. At the end of the orientation, we will be having a question and answer session where your concerns and queries will be answered, or you may share your concerns in the comment box. A leader is the one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. We are privileged to have leaders who ensure that the learning process in our school takes place in a joyful, safe, and caring environment. Their guidance and encouragement have helped the students to meet their full potential and develop their skills to be successful in their rapidly changing world. I would like to invite our very dynamic leader, who is the guiding light of our school principal, Ms. Meenal Bakshi ma'am, who is our constant source of motivation, our wings of flight, and our pillar of strength. Please help me welcome her with a round of applause. Ma'am, request you to address the gathering.
Thank you, Ms. Nandita. Very good afternoon to parents, children, and my colleagues. It gives me a great pleasure to welcome you to DPS Monarch International School on this virtual parent orientation for primary school. Parents, today has been especially designed for all of you to see at first hand what we as a school are about. And this is your chance to see what academic year 22-23 looks like. And I'm sure the parents who are with us from last couple of years, they are aware of a lot of things. But the parents, those who have newly joined us, their children are going to join our school for the first time. For them, this orientation is very important, as you will we come to know a lot of information about school, which would be very helpful and useful for all of you before your child starts coming to this school. So in today's orientation has been designed for all of you, where you will get a detailed information about school, curriculum, and other things which are very important for you to know. So basically, it's a chance for you to sample DPS Monarch, the community, the family, and above all, the teaching and learning at our school, which is known as a center with high expectation, high standards, and high achievements. So let me tell you about us, about what we do, what we believe in, and what we value. And above all else, let me tell you that we are all about children and young minds, about their learning, about their needs, and even their problems. So we are basically about the whole child. We are a school which is child-centered, and so all our efforts, our work, our endeavors revolve around the achievement of each student's potential academically, socially, and emotionally. So I'll be presenting a short PowerPoint presentation for all of you to understand few important aspects of the school. So let me welcome you once again on behalf of DPS Monarch Management. I welcome all the parents, students, and teachers to our new academic year 22-23. And I hope this year would be a great year for all of us, and we can make a positive contribution in our children's education. Moving ahead, I would like to introduce the visionary leadership team of our school. The old parents are already aware, but for new parents, it's important for you to know who are the people, those who are running the school. So we have our school president, Mr. Hassan Chogle, and we have Ms. Aisha Mohammed, she's our school patron. We have Mr. Yasir Naina, he's our school vice president. And we have a dynamic team of directors who looks into different areas of the school, and along with myself as a principal. We have our academic leadership team headed by a dynamic leader, Mr. Sujit Kumar. We have coordinators along with him, those who look into different grade levels. So we have activity coordinator, Mr. Surinder Thapa. He looks after all the activities and co-curricular areas of your child's education from grade 1 to grade 5. We have a team of academic coordinators. So for grade 1, we have Ms. Sonia Kakkar. For grade 2, Ms. Maya Rajesh. And for grade 3 to 5, we have Ms. Harsha Bhatia. So these are the teams of coordinators, those who guide the teachers, those who are there all the time. If you, in case you need any help, you want to know anything about school, about curriculum, they would be the helping hands. Now, talking about our school vision and mission. So I would start with school vision, because for each parent, it is very important for you to know what is the vision of the school, what exactly your child would be doing in this school, what is our philosophy, because this is where your child's future belongs to. So if you look at our school vision, it clearly says that DPS Monarch International School delivers learning excellence that is child-centric, value-based, and technology-driven. So you will see later when we would explain you the curriculum overview, how we have integrated technology. You will see the way our teachers have adapted the teaching strategies to teach in the class, which are very much child-centric. And whatever we teach in the school, it is not related to only subject knowledge, rather it's a value-based learning, so that we can make sure children can make a positive contribution in the society. And that's how our school mission is connected with. It is to ensure that students add value to the community and make the world a better place to live. So it's not only about children learning different subjects, they have a secured and good career, they get admissions in good universities. Rather, our entire education is such where we want to make our children well balanced in life, so that they can make a good and positive contribution to the community wherever they are living in. So that's the entire vision and mission of our school. And you will see any school project, any activity, or anything which is happening in the school, there's always an added value which helps children to develop certain skill or certain value, as a part of their character formation. Moving forward, this is our school motto, which says education with a difference, which means no child left behind. We try to give equal importance and attention to every child in the class. That is why we stick to 30 students in every class. If you compare with other schools where more than 35 to 36 children are accommodated in one classroom. But here we believe that each child is unique and teachers need to give equal attention to every child in the class. And that is possible when you have a reasonable class size in the school. And apart from that, our programs are designed in such a way we provide a lot of support classes, a lot of remedial classes, so that we can make sure that all children are at par and they try to achieve maximum, at least as per their potential. Next, I would be talking about our facilities which we offer at DPS Monarch. The parents, those who have not seen this school, they never got a chance to take a tour of our school campus. They can come anytime and they can visit the school. We would love to take you for a school tour, but at least you should know what are the facilities available in school. So we have got big size classroom where 30 children are very well accommodated, airy, sunny, with proper light and at comfort. We have given locker facility to our students so they can keep the books and they have to carry their bags as per their timetables. We do not want children to carry heavy bags to the school daily. Rather, if you look at the timetable and utilize the locker facility properly in the school, your bags will always be lighter and then you can bring your books as per your daily timetable. We do have a transport service. In previous years, due to COVID, there was a lot of changes and fluctuation in our transport service. But now from this academic year, from 3rd of April, our transport service would be very much functional. So parents, those who have not subscribed the transport service and they are going to take the transport service for their children, we request you, please contact transport department, Mr. Afzal, and subscribe the service because we have got limited seats available, and from 3rd school is going to start, so it's better as soon as you can get in touch with transport department, that would be better. Then all the buses are accompanied by female bus conductors, and along with that, teachers are also commuting in the same buses to make sure the safety and security and the comfort of the children inside the buses. And apart from that, we do conduct students workshop how to be safe in the bus. So we do conduct a small session where children are oriented about how to board the bus, how to get down from the bus, how to sit properly, what are the rules and regulations to follow so that they can take care of their own safety. So we educate children not only in this inside the classroom, whatever they are doing in class, right from the boarding the bus till they are back to home, we want to train them in every aspect of their school life. And apart from that, we do have indoor and outdoor play areas which we use as per the weather conditions so that children can play. And our school is well equipped with science labs and computer labs where children go and do their experiments. We do have a multi-purpose hall where all the co-curricular activities, annual days, and cultural programs are performed. We have 2 first aid rooms which are sick bays of the school, and we have got 2 qualified and certified nurses, those who assist your children in case there is any medical emergency. The parents, I want to inform here, we do provide only first aid. In case if there is any serious thing, we do immediately inform the parents, and as per the parents' consent, we take them to the doctor or to a designated hospital of your choice. And our nurses are well trained to provide the first aid service. Still, once the school will be open, you will be given a health form. And for every parent, it's compulsory to fill in the detail in student almanac in that form, so that in case if there's any medical emergency, the nurse can refer to that medical information and accordingly the first aid can be provided to your child. It can be anything, very simple thing from food allergy to anything else which you would like to inform the class teacher. Moving forward, now I want to focus on what kind of learning takes place at DPS Monarch. So if you see, there are 3 core components which we have adapted in DPS Monarch, which is like technology integrated learning, skill-based learning, and project-based learning. So when I talk about technology integrated learning, it doesn't mean the children will become addicted to any kind of gadget, because many parents have shared a concern that we had to buy an iPad. So what is the use of iPad in the school? So let me tell you, parents, we have integrated concept recap into our teaching and learning, where after teaching every concept, children have to appear for a diagnostic assessment. And why do we do it in a digital manner? So that we can save time and energy, and results are known to parents and teachers in a timely manner. We are not following a old-fashioned approach here where teachers are making the pen and paper test all the time and they're all the time busy in marking. So rather than focusing on clerical tasks, we want teachers to invest their time in teaching and learning. So once the assessment is done, evaluative is done automatically, so the results can be evaluated to enhance the teaching and learning further. Teachers can alter their lesson plans, parents can intervene, and they can see in which particular area or topic my child is weak, and I can guide them. So you don't have to wait for PTM at the end of the term to get a shock of your life that my child is weak in math or in English, and I could have given different kind of support. So we want to keep a track of their daily academic progress. That's why it becomes important to digitalize certain assessment in order to make the process faster. So iPad would be used for digital assessment, which are known as concept recap. Apart from that, children would be doing their projects, which are IDPs, interdisciplinary project. Since now so far they were doing at home due to COVID and they were learning from home, but now onwards the IDPs would be done in the school because it's a school work. Only some part of IDP where children have to do little bit research, they have to collect data, maybe they have to take interview, or they have to make some chart paper and all, that can be given as a homework, but other things, rest of the things will be done in the school in the designated periods. So we want to give IDP every term so that whatever course content they are learning as a part of subject knowledge, they need to know what is the exact application of those concepts. Suppose children are learning addition, they should know how to use addition and subtraction in their real life situation. And for a grade 1 and 2 children, if they know what is the practical and the practical application of this mathematical concept, then it's called real learning. And that is why we want to make our learning project based, so that certain skills are developed. So our teaching and learning is not only related to subject content teaching in a rote manner, rather we want to focus on developing certain skills, and we want to focus on project based learning where children can be involved in research. They can become the kind of person where they want to do inquiry for everything. So if you have heard about inquiry based learning, so these are the latest trend in education which makes child's education holistic, and that's the exact approach which new education policy would be asking all the schools to take ahead. But I'm very proud to say that we are already ahead. Whatever in new education policy is mentioned, we are already doing 90% of those things. So I think our school will not have to go for a lot of changes because we have already integrated such things in our education system. But I request here parents to understand the learning style and the teaching style and what exactly we want to achieve at the end. Then only you can support very well to your children. And in that case, if you want to understand certain things, you are not able to understand how to go about it, you are always free to come to school and discuss any aspect of learning with us, because this is very important. At the end, we are sending our children to school for learning. Now, I would like to talk about some value-added initiatives which we have taken, which again enhances the teaching and learning process in school. So I would be talking about these 4 initiatives, like Work X Club. So every child has to go for one club of the choice. We offer around 20 clubs. Children can choose. This is apart from the syllabus. It's out of hobby, interest they choose. And over a period of time, they become skillful in that particular activity. So we can, for grade 1 and 2, every month there is a different club. For grade 3, 4, 5, every term they have a different club. So this is how we have designed our WorkX club. Soon you will get the information about it, and after Ramadan we will start our WorkX clubs. And then we have a program called Mentoring Young Minds. and Cisco integrated curriculum and design thinking. So now I'll be telling you about this. Like in mentoring young minds, we would be focusing on community service work, where we have already collaborated with an organization called DEEP. It's Doha Environmental Action Project Company, where children would be going for certain community service related projects like beach cleaning, sand dunes cleaning. It's not about going to a sand dune or to a beach. When children do such work, they feel pride, and then they can give back to community. Plus, there's a lot of hidden learning involved in that, like team building, how to work in a team. Children should not learn inside the four walls of the classroom. Uh, if they go out, they get a lot of exposure. So that's the whole idea about this program. They would be involved in environment related projects. So our school has recently collaborated with Doha Bank. So our school children would be doing a project, Doha Bank Eco School project. So certainly they would be involved in different kind of environment related project. Again, there would be a very, very good learning for our students. Apart from that, we would like to take our children for different educational trips. So we have already collaborated with different companies and organizations like farmhouses and all in Alcor. So children will go and see actually how the crops are grown, how the vegetables are grown. Apart from that, they can go to different museums, they can go to different sites where they can get a real life exposure. So all these aspects we have included in our program, which is known as Mentoring Young Minds program. So time to time, you will see we would be taking up these programs and your children would be participating. This is our new initiative. Then talking about Cisco integrated curriculum. So we have enhanced our ICT curriculum and we have launched Cisco Academy in our school. If you know, Cisco is a well-known IT company across the globe. They offer their courses, which are very expensive actually. And that is designed for only children, those who are genuinely interested in ICT. But if you look at the present scenario, technology has become an integral part of our life. So we really want all the children to be upgraded and updated all the time. So to enhance the ICT curriculum, which is given by CBSE, which we feel is not enough for student. So we have added some more modules from Cisco. Children would be giving the exams. If they qualify, they will get certificate from Cisco. These are the some programs I have mentioned here, like PCAP programming is essential in Python. Maybe such programs we will not offer at primary level, but for primary to higher secondary level, we will add IoTs, we will have cyber security units. At least your child is in grade 3 and talking about IoT and cyber security. It means they are upgraded and updated. So that's the aim of integrating Cisco. Then we talk about design thinking from academic year 2020. 22-23 from the second term, not from the first term. From the second term, we are going to launch design thinking lab in our school, where we would be focusing on robotics and artificial intelligence program. And at higher level, we would be giving them certain projects related to Python programming for Raspberry Pi. And this would be completely optional because IT is not everybody's cup of tea. Children, those who are genuinely interested in design and thinking, they can take it as an additional activity. So all the details and other things would be given to parents through another presentation later part of the year. Okay, now moving ahead, I want to give you certain important dates so that you can plan your year ahead in advance, without compromising that your child is missing out certain assessment or important classes. Because now we are back to physical learning, there won't be any online examination in classes. So parents, please take a note of these dates. Anyway, when your child will get student almanac, the entire year comprehensive calendar is already published there. So every day you can see what is happening in the school. But these are the important days for you to plan certain things ahead. 3rd and 4th April would be the new academic session. So 3rd April would be for KG 1 to grade 2, and grade 3 to grade 10 would be the 4th April. Because we have segregated on 2 different days so that children get proper and good time to settle down, because it would be a first day and many children have not come to school yet. So for them, it would be a first day at DPS Monarch physically. So we just want to avoid chaotic situation in the school, and we want to make sure that children are coming and settling down properly. So we have divided the reopening into 2 days. And then from 1st May to 5th May, we will be breaking for Eid holidays, and from 3rd July to 14 August would be a summer break, and from 20th November to 1st January would be the winter break. And this time, if you see, there is a change in winter break and summer break. That is due to FIFA World Cup, and all these dates are given by Ministry of Education. Moving ahead, this is about the communication. Apart from regular emails, meeting coordinators, myself and heads, there are so many other ways where we would like to communicate to parents at what we are up to at DPS Monarch. So we have a student almanac, school portal that is named as Next Square. Now Ms. Purnima from IT department would be giving you a orientation about that. We have Microsoft Outlook email system. We publish monthly newsletter, Monarch Bulletin, and that we have very good presence in social media also, where you can update yourself that what is happening at DPS Monarch. After all, it's your child's school. If you want to see what kind of activity, event, everything is posted on Facebook daily. So these are the ways where you can get yourself updated. Apart from that, I had talked about social media presence. So we do have a school Facebook page, and I request all the parents to subscribe it and like it, so that on one click you can see what's happening in your child's school. So that will give you a lot of information about the school, about events, activities, whatever is happening in our school. And then we do have our Twitter account, Instagram. There also we update a lot of information. Then we run our school YouTube channel, where we have uploaded all important videos related to different aspects of the school. If you want to revisit and watch again for your reference, you can do that. In fact, this parent orientation will also be uploaded over there. So that's about our communication and social media presence. And now I would like to emphasize on a very important aspect: taking parents as a partners in the journey of your child's education. We at DPS Monarch believe that a school or a parent alone cannot bring a positive contribution in the child's life. Together as a team, we can make a better learning environment for our children. So I request all the parents, be partner with us. We are on the same page. We both are working towards your child's progress in life. So in case if you want to give any feedback, if you have any concern, our doors are always open to communicate. But I request parents not to communicate anything through social media, because we have observed certain parents are writing a lot of remarks on Facebook comments. Suppose we are posting a post, we are posting something related to annual day on Facebook, and they are talking about assessment. That's not the right way of communicating. You come to us and talk about assessment, we would definitely listen to you, and we will get back to you whatever is essential, because we might miss out those messages if you put it on social media. But if you directly write to us through email, you talk to us, you come and meet us and share your concern and feedback, then definitely together we can come up with a final solution. So that's why we have to follow a chain of communication here. So I want to urge all the parents to follow this chain of communication for a better and effective communication all the time. So if you have any concern, you can always get in touch with the homeroom teacher of your child. Then you can go to coordinator, you can take appointment with head of primary, Mr. Sujit. You can always come and meet me. But I request you to take prior appointments, so that when you are coming to meet us, you are able to meet us and share your concern. If you come without appointment, I might not be able to meet you because of my prior commitments. So it's always better to take appointment and come and meet us. And it would be good if you share the agenda in advance, so that in case if there's anything to be done, we are prepared for that. Then again, I want to focus one more time to time, we do inform parents not to form any WhatsApp group with teachers or any other staff members, because WhatsApp is not a official mean of communication in our school. We do have a school portal. Through that we upload all the circulars, and you do get email notification for that. And apart from that, all important circulars are also broadcasted through class teachers on WhatsApp. But if you keep writing or sending a lot of personal messages to teachers, they won't be able to reply, because that is practically impossible. You imagine a teacher who is catering to 250 children, going to 3 different classes and teaching. for that maths teacher, how it is possible to reply to WhatsApp messages of all the parents. So practically these things are not possible, and that way, that is not an effective way of communicating. So it's better you write an email so that we can keep a record of your concern and we can work on it. So that's about our communication policy and chain of communication. And I hope most of the parents are following, only in case of certain parents, those who are not aware. So that is, now we have already made you aware about these things. So with this, I would like to end my presentation here. And I hope we would work together as a team of parent and school so that we can make a very, very happy environment, learning environment for our children. And I hope this academic year 22-23 would be a great success for all the students. And I'm eagerly waiting for all the children to meet on 3rd and 4th. And your teachers are equally excited to meet all of you, because this would be our first year when we would be welcoming all 3,000 students. So we are really excited and happy to start a school year at a good note. So thank you so much for your valuable time and hearing out me. In case if you have any query, you can put it in the chat box. At the end of this parent orientation, I would be answering all your queries. Thank you so much, and over to Ms. Nandita.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your deep insight, and I'm sure our parents have gained clarity through it. Outstanding leaders are an amalgamation of practical skills and a well-developed compassion to the feelings of others. I would like to invite one such leader who has been instrumental in our school's journey, our headmaster of the kindergarten and primary wing, Mr. Sujit Kumar. His endless support, guidance, motivation, and positive approach has a great impact in molding ourselves for the integral dimensions of growth of this institution. Welcome, sir. The screen is all yours.
Thank you, Ms. Nandita. Respected principal ma'am, parents, teachers, and my dear students, a very good afternoon to one and all present here, and a very warm welcome to all the parents and the young monarchians who are seated next to the parents and eagerly watching what's happening in the orientation. Yes, as mentioned by Ms. Nandita initially about the holistic approach, and also as mentioned by our respected principal ma'am about the child-centric. Yes, we focus on the overall development of every individual child. So we give importance to every child who comes here and joins us in Monarch. We focus mainly on the following 7 key learning areas. So the following 7 key learning areas, it is mainly elaborated as said by the principal ma'am, which is technology, skill, and the project-based learning. So in my next slide, when you see about the 7 key learnings, mainly we focus on the communication and the language skills and the reading, writing skills of every child. So mainly with all the languages, what we offer, right? As we all know, just in my previous slide, when I was speaking, if you can go to the previous slide where I'm speaking about the communication, language skill, reading, writing. So it happens with the wide range of languages, what we offer, physical development and the personal, social, and emotional development of every individual child with subjects we offer like PE, music, dance, assemblies where they get an opportunity to come in front of the class and address the gathering. Also mathematics, understanding the world around us, like with the subjects like science, social, Qatar history, Islamic studies, moral science, life skills. So this is a wide range where we offer to all the students, and we claim that these 7 layers are very much important for every student to go through, and we make sure that we make sure that these students, the students who join us, are going across these 7 layers. Moving up next, in my next slide, I will be speaking about the subject what we offer here. As you all know, the core subjects as math, science, and EVS for grade 1 and 2. When it comes to grade 3 to 5, it will be maths. English, SST, that is Social Studies and Science, followed with the second language. We offer 6 second languages as French, Hindi, Malayalam, Tamil, Arabic, and the newly introduced Kannada. Whereas the third language with the 9 third languages, which French, Hindi, Malayalam, Tamil, Arabic, Kannada, Telugu, Sanskrit, and Urdu. Followed with, as additional option subject, we have information and communication technology. Up next, in my next slide, I would be speaking about the other additional and optional subjects, what we offer to the students as Qatar history, Islamic studies or life skills. I can say where Islamic studies is taken up by all the Islamic religion students and the moral science with the non-Islamic students, physical education, art, music, and dance. In my next slide, I would just want to speak about the policy, what we follow for selecting the language. Mainly the second language, the students are permitted to choose any one of the second language when they are in grade 1. And it will remain same throughout. So with the wide range of 6 languages, what we give, where we have the only compulsion with Arabic, where Arabic is compulsory as a second language for the native Arab speakers. And when it comes to the third language as well, in my next slide, where the student can choose one of the third language from the wide range of languages what we offer. So they will be selecting one choice in the grade 3 as a third language, and it will remain same till grade 8. So in between, if any parent would like to change, they have to send an email, and there is no such provision, I can say, to change the language, which I would clearly say here. And in my next slide, now it's important that I speak about the assessments, when you know what we offer, what we are. So I am very sure with the principal's message address, you have clearly got a complete overview of the school. You know now what we are, what we offer. Now it comes to assessments, where how do we grade, how do we scale the student? So when it comes to grade 1 to 4, mark me, there are no formal examinations. So this is something which every parent must know, that we do not conduct any formal examinations for grade 1 to 4. Then if you're thinking that how would we scale the students, how would we grade the students? Of course, report cards are prepared and based on the continuous assessments done throughout the year. Of course, 2 types of reports what we give. The first one is a very vital one. In my previous slide, the first one is a monthly progress review. So what is a monthly progress review? It is based on the child's performance in the various multiple assessments done throughout the year in the form of concept recaps. These concept recaps could be done as a digital assessment as well. So when we do this, the monthly progress, the concept recaps, what are these concept recaps? The concept recaps are such a diagnostic tool to decrease the learning gap of an individual, where we have the descriptors, following descriptors, say AS and ES, which terms as accomplished skills and established skills, where we can understand that the student is very much clear about the concepts taught in the class. But if you see that in the report card, it is mentioned either as DS or NS, means developing skills or needs support. Developing skills where the teacher can come back, revise the concept again, and make sure that the student end up in the AS or ES, in the accomplished or the established. But now when we speak about needs support, this is where we will definitely need the parent intervention. So as told by the principal, where we assume, where we want parents to be our partners. So here in the need support category, we definitely want a parent to be our partners. We must go hand in hand to get this grade of need support to the AS. Because we know that the student is not clear with the concept, or maybe finding a difficulty in understanding a concept. So there would be certain measures to take to make sure that student understands the concept. So individually, we alone will not be able to make this up, but definitely we need parents' support to make sure that students understand the concepts by giving the differentiated worksheets, different worksheets, so that the student can understand the concept very well. So these are the 4 gradings what we have in the monthly progress review, that is accomplished, established, developing and needs support. Coming to the next, term end reports, grade 1 to 4. So if you ask, do we have term exams? No, we don't. But what we have is a periodic test. We have 3 periodic tests done in the complete academic year, whereas in the first term or the term 1, I can say we have 1 periodic test, which will be out of 30 marks, where the 50% weightage is taken for the term 1 progress report, subject enrichment with 30% and classroom observation 20%. I would be coming to the components like subject enrichment and classroom observation in my next few slides. But when I speak about term 2, in my previous slide, in the term 2, the 2 periodic tests are done in the term 2, where the 50% average is taken of periodic test 2 and 3. And followed with the same as subject enrichment and classroom observation, where it is 30% and 20%. So this, based on these components, term 1 and term 2 report card will be prepared and sent to all parents. So again, to revise, let me tell you, you would be getting every month, you would be getting a monthly progressive review report, and also by the end of the terms, you would be getting term end report. So this is the continuous observation, evaluation, assessments are done for the student. So therefore, there is no chance that any student is left behind with respect to the scholastic area. Now, if this is for grade 1 to 4, so we have a different assessment structure for grade 5. So assessment structure for grade 5, where we have a term end reports, we give term end reports, and there are 2 academic term end reports for the reporting purpose. We say term 1 and term 2, wherein each term will have 1 periodic test, which is out of 30 marks, which we take 10% weightage for the report card, followed with the classroom observation and the subject enrichment. We take 10% each, and the first term and the second term exam will have 80%. So the final paper would be out of, or the total comes in the 100%. Now, if you say for the grade 5, is it just the periodic test and the term exam? No, it's not just the periodic test what we do, or we just finish up with the term exam. Even for grade 5, we do give the monthly progress review. So this is something which is continuous and never stops throughout the academic year. Monthly progress review is a basic, or I can say is an important tool what we offer from the school. Unlike other school, we just do not report parents only when the end of academic year or maybe after the periodic test, but we make sure that every month a report is going to the parent on the continuous, as per the continuous evaluation of the student. This is about the assessments for grade 5. So I was telling there are few such the components, that is when I was speaking previously in my few slides, it is about the classroom observation and subject enrichment, which is the second and the third component. The first one is the periodic assessment, which I have already shared, that when it comes to grade 5, each term will have 1 periodic test. But I would like to take an opportunity to speak about subject enrichment and classroom observation, because this is something which a parent should know what exactly we do with the subject enrichment. So coming up next, when I'm speaking about subject enrichment, elaborately to tell about subject enrichment, in my next slide, subject enrichment, where our focus is on interdisciplinary project. You all are well aware about IDP is given. What is this IDP? It is one such topic collaborated by all subjects, and we give one individual topic where a student exhibit or present it to the teacher. Now, you are well aware that from the last term, that is from the previous session of a last term, we have made it a point that these IDPs will be done from the school. Of course, there would be some resources which we would ask the parents to submit, but we make sure that this IDP will be done in school, and this will continue for the next academic year also. There will be 2 IDPs done, one in term 1, the other one in the term 2, which is taken in the form of subject enrichment. But let me tell you, both the IDPs will be done at school end, so there would be no burden for the parents, or it will be a hassle-free for the parents to know this. Now, this IDP is basically a various area of learning and applying a real-life situation. This is an integration of all the curriculum to generate an understanding of themes, of various concepts and ideas, to cut across the discipline and especially the connection between the different disciplines and the relation to the real world. Basically, why we started this IDP? It is an initiated process by the CBSE. In my next slide, we have cut short a circular which we have received from the CBSE. So as per CBSE, an art integration project, so when in the principal presentation, she spoke about the project-based learning. This is it. So when we get, as prescribed by the NCERT, CBSE, art integration for class 1 to 10 and also submitting the records of these art integration to the CBSE along with the photos and videos is a important process. Because as per them, please let me have the slide back. So if at all I have to speak about this art integration, what is the motto behind it? What is the initiative behind this art integration? The initiative about the art integration is what they think is a different implementation of an innovative and also a joyful learning through an experience, through that experiential pedagogical such as art integrated and the sports integrated learning, where the students will understand, analyze, evaluate, interpret, and also to empower them with the competencies to understand. Because the students, when they do this, they innovate various real life situations that they require to face in the future world. That's why when Principal Ma'am said, she said, we are always in line with CBSE, with the new education policy. Because why we focus is, we are here to prepare the students as better individuals for the society. We are here to prepare them as a better men and women for the society. So this is something what we focus on when it comes to subject enrichment and interdisciplinary projects, IDPs. So this a certain weightage is given for the IDPs. Coming next is a classroom observation. This is totally done by the subject teachers, language teachers, and their HRDs. How far the student is responsibility in maintaining the notes, responsibility of his own area, his own belongings. Also, how far the student is punctual. Punctual doesn't mean the student is regular to the school. Yes, it's also add on how punctual the student is in submitting the homework, submitting the assignment, submitting the worksheet, how far the student is well-mannered in the class. No, it's not just a grading with these two. Also, we focus on the achievement of the school, achievement done by the student, regular progress of the student, and definitely how student carries the sigh of respect towards the teacher and also the fellow classmates. So these are the overall classroom observations, what we follow and what we see in a student. Apart from these assessments, we also have benchmarking assessments where we motivate the students to compete with the rest of the world, I can say, because it's a competition where it is to test the individual knowledge of the child. It helps to improve their analytical skills. It gives a better idea for a student. It helps them, it enhances them, their potential. They can identify and work on their weakness. This is something where it promotes deeper understanding on the mathematical and scientific facts of the student, because here when they compete with the rest of the world, they know where they stand now. They know very well. Apart from this, there are certain competitive exams which they will face right from the grade 9 onwards. So they know how to face these exams, and they don't feel difficult in facing such competitive exams on a later stage when they are in the higher grades. So that's why we have started this. Let me tell you, we have started this right from kindergarten to not just grade 1. So this is an initiative taken by our school where we started these Olympiads and the spell bee right from kindergarten to. So here the students enhance their knowledge with the mathematical concepts, in the science concept, and especially the vocabulary, the English knowledge, what they have to, it's a vital thing when it comes to the communication. So this is about the benchmark assessment. So this is all about the assessments, what we do. Now coming to the leave policy, which is there in my next slide. Yes, often, very often, students, it's a regular scenario where students take leave. So whenever they take leave, please, if your ward has taken is absent for a day, then the parent must know that they should produce a leave letter addressed by them to the class teacher, to the HRD, stating the reason of absence on the very next day when the student rejoins the class. If the leave is more than 2 days, you must attach the medical certificate. Apart from this, if you are planning for a long vacation or a long leave, it's a planned leave, then make sure that you approach the HRD. They will give you a long leave form. So complete it, fill the form and submit it back, the duly filled form, to the HRD. Further approval will be based on the principal's decision. So this is about the leave policy. Yes, I think I have been clear with what I have to convey. Mainly, I have to speak about what the subjects we offer, assessment structure, what we give, and also the benchmark assessments, and also something about the leave policies. But I know this is not something what I can say to end in the orientation, but there are a lot more to hear as a parent, as a teacher, as from the school, we have a lot more to convey. And that will be conveyed by our academic and the activity coordinators. So let me call upon all the coordinators to begin with the grade 1 academic coordinator, Ms. Sonia Kakkar, to give a complete overview of a scholastic areas, what we follow in grade 1. Thank you, parents, for giving me an opportunity to convey. And over to you, Ms. Sonia.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. I, Sonia Kakkar, coordinator of grade 1, would like to take this opportunity to welcome both you and your child to our prestigious DPS Monarch International School. I will be telling you about the assessments and the textbooks details. So as mentioned by our HM sir, we have 3 core subjects: English, EVS and Maths. Starting from English, we have 3 textbooks for English. First one is the literature one, that is new images, then grammar, tune into grammar, and the third one is the storybook. Now students will be utilizing 2 4-lines notebook for English. One will be used for English literature and grammar, and the second one will be used for spell bee. Now spell bee is the thing that we do every week. So over the week, whatever topic we have taught to the children, we take out words from them and explain them on every Thursday. So, and we take the dictation on Sunday. So every week the students have to bring the dictation notebook, that is the spell bee notebook, on every Sunday. Now I have seen in grade 1, some of the students find it, can you please go to the previous slide? I've seen some of the students find it difficult to read. For that, we have kept the English reading period, so that in case anyone who is having problem in reading, they'll get the chance to improve their reading skills in the reading period. And I would like to request parents also, please make your child read every day, 1 page, be it a storybook, be it a comic book, whatever they want to read. Please make a habit to read 1 page every day. Now coming to mathematics. For mathematics, we will be using Maths Ace textbook, and 4-line squared line notebook will be utilized. In mathematics, we have kept 1 period for mental maths. Now, what is mental math? In the mental maths period, student will not be utilizing any pen or paper. They will be solving the questions orally. We know the students are coming from kindergarten to grade 1. So initially we will give them small questions like addition or subtraction, and maybe gradually we will increase the complexity of the questions, and we might ask them what problems to solve orally. So now coming to EVS, in EVS we will be using My Watchtower textbook, and for EVS the students have to use Interleaf notebook. Only Interleaf notebook will be utilized for EVS. Now coming to the next slide. Now we have 3 additional subjects: moral science, Islamiyat and ICT. Now all the Muslim students have to take Islamiyat, and rest of the students will take moral science. Next slide. Now coming to the next slide, we have second languages: French, Arabic for Arabs, Malayalam, Kannada. Now for Hindi we have 3 textbooks, and the last one is the Tamil textbook. Now, as you know, all the lesson plans are uploaded, all the learning plans are uploaded on the portal. But in grade 1, we do upload notes as well. So in case your child was absent or he has missed something, so you can just refer to the notes that is uploaded on the portal on every Thursday. Now, I would like to give you vital information about CRs. CRs are the concept recap. So what is concept recap? Concept recap is a tool that we do. Concept recap is a tool that we utilize for knowing how much the students have understood. And for that, iPads will be utilized and digital platforms like Kahoot, Mentimeter, Quizzes, Microsoft Forms will be used. And all the CRs will be taken in the class in iPads only. And iPads will be utilized only when the teacher is giving any activity to the students, and rest of the time, the iPads will be kept in the charging stations locked. Now, another important aspect of our curriculum is IDP. IDP is the Interdisciplinary Project, and it comes in subject enrichment. IDP will be done in the class itself, and it will be done twice a year, in term 1 and in term 2. Why do we do IDP? We do IDPs so to know how the students are applying their knowledge in the real life scenario. Suppose we give a topic of home. So we might ask the students to write down 5 sentences on their dream home in English subject. At the same time, we might ask them in EVS to categorize their rooms in the home. And at the same time in maths, we might ask them to go for their home grocery shopping and take out the receipt and then arrange the items in ascending and descending order based on their price list. So this is how we try to integrate all the subjects in IDP. Now that's it from grade 1. In case you have any doubt or any queries, you can directly approach to HRTs. And if you still feel that your queries are not properly answered or you need to discuss something else, you can contact me directly. Thank you so much. Now I will hand over it to coordinator of grade 2, Ms. Maya. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Sonia. A very warm good afternoon to one and all. I am Maya Rajesh, Academic Coordinator for grade 2, and I welcome all the parents and the students of grade 2 to the grade 2 family. In grade 2, the books, assessment pattern, and the subjects are similar to that of grade 1. Starting with the books, as you can see, we have 3 textbooks for English, which includes 1 literature, new images book, 1 tune into grammar textbook, and 1 new images storybook, which is exclusively utilized for reading purpose. As we strongly believe that reading is the easiest way for a child to open his mind to new ideas and concepts. We have 1 Math Ace textbook for mathematics and 1 My Watchtower book for environmental studies. The notebooks we use are 1 4-line notebook for English, 1 box-line notebook for mathematics, and 1 interleave notebook for EVS. Now, as you can see on the screen, the second languages. We follow these second languages, that is Hindi, Tamil, Malayalam, French, Arabic, and Kannada. And the books, as you can see, we use these books. Moving on to the other subjects that we offer. The textbooks that we use for ICT, Qatar history, moral science, and Islamiyat studies are, as you can see on the screen. Now, coming to the assessment part. As mentioned by Ms. Sonia in grade 2 also, we have the concept recap of digital assessments after a topic is taught in the various subjects. Now, the goal of concept recap is to monitor students' learning, to provide ongoing feedback that can be used by teachers to improve their teaching, at the same time by students to improve their learning. And for this purpose, as mentioned earlier, we use the iPads, which are collected and kept in the school charging stations initially. Now, similarly, the spell bee, dictation, and mental math are also conducted weekly once to give students the best possible start at the outset of their careers to provide lifelong learning skills. Now, Moving on to the periodic assessment pattern, it is also similar to that in grade 1. Monthly academic progress review is given out to all the students based on the learning objectives of the topics taught, which was clearly explained by our HM sir and principal ma'am. The interdisciplinary projects, or the IDP, is done again in grade 2 twice a year, and it is done by the subject teachers during their respective classes. Here again, we select a theme or a topic, and the subjects, including the co-scholastic, are integrated in it. The main aim of integrating the subject is to provide the students with a deeper understanding of the concept. It encourages all the students' active participation in relevant real-life experiences, focuses on basic skills and higher level thinking, along with working together. Now, we too at grade 2 upload all the class notes, worksheets, weekly learning plans in our school portal, so that parents can also have a continuous check on the academic activities done in the class. So parents, this was all from my side. Apart from this, my team of dedicated and vibrant teachers and myself are always ready to help you and our students in all. So welcome to the grade 2 team, all on board. I would now like to call upon Ms. Harsha Bhatia, Academic Coordinator of grade 4 and 5, to give you an overview of their curriculum. Over to you, Harsha, ma'am.
Thank you, Ms. Maya. Good afternoon, honorable authorities, fellow faculties, and dear parents. Very warm greetings to all present here. I, Harsha Bhatia, Academic Coordinator for grade 3 to 5, feel privileged to brief you about the curriculum overview and assessments of grade 3 to 5. First, I would like to inform you that from grade 3 onwards, we do not have mother-teacher policy. I mean, the HRT, homeroom teacher, teaches any one core subject and one additional subject, that is Tattva history or moral science. Because from grade 3 onwards, different teachers will teach different subjects. Ms. Sonia and Ms. Maya have already briefed you about curriculum overview. I will brief you a little more about the same. So let's begin with core subjects. In grade 3, we have 4 core subjects: English, Math, same as grade 1 and 2, but instead of EVS, we have science and social science from grade 3 onwards. We have additional subjects: ICT, moral science, and Islamiyat. Students follow Islam, study Islamiyat, and non-Muslim students learn moral science. Let's move to second languages. We offer 5 different languages for SL, same as grade 1 and 2, French, Tamil, Malayalam, French, Hindi, Malayalam, Tamil, and Arabic. One very important thing you need to know is for native Arabs, there is no choice for SL, as it is mandatory for them to study Arabic as their second language. Let's move to third language. In grade 3, we introduce TL. So this is very first year for grade 3 students where they begin to learn their third language. For TL, we offer Hindi, French, Tamil, Malayalam, Arabic. These 5 remain same as SL. Along with them, we have more 3 languages to offer them: Sanskrit, Telugu, Urdu, and this year we have introduced Kannada also. Students can choose any 1/3 language of their choice. Here also, you need to know that SL and TL should not be same. I mean to say, for example, the child has opted French as SL. Then his TL will be some other language from the group of 9. He cannot opt French as TL because he is already learning French as SL. I hope I'm very clear to you. Please note, parents, we strictly follow the no language change policy. If your child has studied any SL or TL for a whole year, please do not send a request with different reasons to change the language. Only grade 3 parents can request to change the TL, as in grade 3, they learn TL very first time. The request will be entertained only within a week time. Post that, there will be no any change in TL also. Let's move to grade 4. Core subjects are English, Math, Science, and Social Science, same as grade 3. Additional subjects will be ICT, Islamiyat, and Moral Science. I repeat here again, students follow Islam, learn Islamiyat, and non-Muslim students learn Moral Science. Let me show you SL books. Grade 4 also has same 6 SL languages, Hindi, French, Tamil, Malayalam, Arabic, and Kannada. Again, I'm repeating, it is mandatory for native Arab students to opt Arabic SL. They do not have any choice. Next slide for TL, please. 9 languages are offered as TL: Hindi, French, Tamil, Malayalam, Arabic, Sanskrit, Telugu, Urdu, and Kannada. SL and TL should not be same. In grade 5, again here we have same 4 subjects: English, Math, Science, and Social Science. Additional subjects will also remain same: ICT, Moral Science, and Islamiyat. As I told you before, students follow Islam, study Islamiyat, and non-Muslim students learn Moral Science. Let's have a look to SL. In grade 5 also, same 5 languages are offered: Hindi, French, Tamil, Malayalam, and Arabic. In grade 5 also, the policy is same. Native Arab study Arabic as this SL. They do not have any other choice. For TL, here again we offer 8 languages: Hindi, French, Tamil, Malayalam, Arabic, Urdu, Sanskrit, and Telugu. Now I would like to move to assessment policy for grade 3 and 4. Like grade 1 and 2, no formal examinations for grade 3 and 4 as well. Reports are prepared based on continuous assessments done throughout the year. 2 types of report cards are given to students. Type 1 is monthly progress review for all the grades 1 to 5. It is based on the child's performance in concept recap. Our HM sir has already cleared that point. What is concept recap? We give remark as follows: as per child's performance. If child's performance is excellent, we give AS, that is accomplished skill. Established skill, ES, when child's performance is good. Developing skills, DS, when child's performance is average. Needs support, NS, when child's concept is not cleared and needs to work on his concepts. For your information, CR is a digital assessment. 2 coordinators have already explained it to you that after completing any concept, the subject teacher conducts CR. Students do their CR on their iPads, which are always safe in the charging station in every class. Let's move to type 2 report card. Type 2 is term report card, which is published after completing the entire term. We have 2 terms in every academic year. So after completing term 1, we publish the report. Term 1 consists of PT1, that is periodic test with weightage 50%. But in term 2, there will be PT2 and PT3. Means there will be 2 PTs. Together, they will have weightage 50%. 2 components are common for both the terms: IDP carrying 30% and class observation with 20%. As told by academic coordinators, IDP will be done in school during school hours. Every child will do the IDP in that particular period under the supervision of the respective subject teacher. Class observation will be done by each subject teacher. So altogether it is 100%. This was all about grade 3 and 4 assessment. In grade 5, assessment policy is bit changed. Type first, that is monthly progress review, remains same as in grade 1 to 4. But type 2, that is term 1 report card, has PT1 for 30 marks with weightage 10%. Summative assessment 1, that will be in term 1 with 50 marks with weightage 80%. IDP and class observation together has 10%. Term 2 also has same components. So altogether it is 100%. I hope all academic coordinators have made curriculum overview and assessments very clear to you all. Now it's time to know about co-curricular activities in the entire year. For that, I request our activity coordinator, Mr. Surendra Thapa, to take charge and brief you about it. Thapa sir, over to you.
Thank you, Harsha ma'am. A very good afternoon, everyone. My name is Surendra Thapa, and I am the activity coordinator for the primary school. Today, I will let you know about various activities we conduct in the school to enhance the student social and interpersonal and make the students more creative and articulate. Co-curricular refers to activities, programs, and the learning experiences that complement in some way what students are learning in a school, that is experience that are connected to the academic curriculum. My next slide, our school flag. The main reason why school flags are banners are displayed in that they represent a school system, like we belong to a particular country, community, or organization. You can see in the center our school flag, and both the side we have 4 house flags. Now I will tell you about the house system. House system is designed to embody the value and ethos of the academy. Our house names are House of Integrity in the blue color, House of Loyalty in a yellow color, House of Peace in a green color, and House of Honesty in a red color. Each house team has its own identity, including a house emblem and core values, providing a sense of belongings. House allotment for a new students. Class teacher will inform you about your house name's allotment. And house dress, same as a house color, so house t-shirt and a track pant. And the house point, the whole year scores are calculated, and the house with the maximum score take away the house trophy. Now I will tell you about our student council. In our school, these are the primary school, we have a separate student council as well as in the secondary. So in primary, we have a head boy and head girl from grade 5. Sports captain, boy, and sports captain girl. Then again, the house captains from 4 each house. Cultural secretary boy and cultural secretary girl. Editor-in-chief boy and editor-in-chief girl. And these are more position we have: discipline secretary and the cyber captain and the 4 prefects. So all the students are encouraged to participate beyond the classroom in a calendar of the event. It's created keeping activities from all the sphere of the school life. The student council is an organization of the students elected to represent the student body in the decision making regarding student affairs. The grade 4 onwards, a student can take part of the school student council if he or she has fulfilled the criteria of selection in the student council.
Hi.
The activities of the student council provide students with the opportunity to practice leadership and citizenship. You can see this is a co-curricular activity which we'll conduct in a school. For example, like inter-school competition, Olympiad, SOF, NOF competition, Byju's quiz competition. Also, we have a weekly fest for inter-school, intra-school, and so on. For all the art, music, dance, and sports. We encourage the participation. Now comes to my next slide, the yearly plan. As you see, we have kept various fests which will be in the month-wise celebrate. You can see in the fest, UNSDG, the language fest, Rainbow and Art and Literature Fest. These are all the fests which we conduct weekly wise. After that, we have a second row. You can see the annual events. The annual events, every year we have to conduct like the award ceremony, investiture ceremony, annual day celebration, and Monarch Sports Fest. Similarly, annual celebrations are conducted where mass participation is encouraged. A list of annual celebration has been kept in the calendar, and they are important days, like very important segment of teaching, where we can teach children a lot about contribution made by legends or all over the world in the field of science. art, literature, and technology. These are usually conducted in the enrichment period and can be graded by the teachers. Now, comes to the club. In the school, we also offer the clubs for the students. Engaging in a school club is a great way to achieve a finer goals of learning at school. Even better, having a well-rounded portfolio can improve your competitiveness as a future class applicant. Participation in the clubs can improve your communication skills, foster creative thinking, and teach you how to work effectively with other people. In the club opted by the child, he or she will think and create together, eventually showcase their work during the club culmination day that will be organized during the end of the academic session. All above activities that I shared with you are conducted by different teachers, expert of those particular area. A circular is sent prior to these activities, and parents and the students are timely informed about the same so that they can make preparation accordingly. So thank you, parents, and dear students. Thank you, everyone. Now, I would like to invite our school special educator and the counselor, Ms. Thamarai. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Professor. Good afternoon, all. I, Thamarai Selvi, a special educator and a school counselor. We have an early intervention plan. Thank you, ma'am. We have an early intervention plan that includes all students to improve abilities. Our school classes include SEN students with a mild disabilities. These children can cope academically with the curriculum requirement but need extra support. Students with SEN spend most or all of their time learning with their peers. And the school encourages awareness of mutual benefits of inclusions. Do not hesitate to submit your child medical certificate to the school. We are here to help the student. In my next slide, we provide comprehensive development counseling program to support the personal, social, academic and career development for all students. As per CBSE norms, we are providing counseling to the students. Parents are welcome to contact school counselor about any counseling concern, especially those impact the school learning. If you need to speak with counselor, kindly call us, email us, or make an appointment to come into the counseling office. Now, I would like to call upon Ms. Purnima from IT department to give brief explanation about parent portal. Over to you, Purnima ma'am.
Thank you, Thamara ma'am. Hello, everyone. I am Purnima from IT department. Let me walk you through the school portal on the live application. I will share my screen. The name of the portal is Next Square. The mobile application for the same is Zenda. You can download the app from App Store and Play Store. The URL and the user guide of the portal will be shared with all the parents. So as a new user, you must register to our school portal. For that, you have to click Parent Sign Up. So when you click on the Parent Sign Up, you have to enter your registered email ID here. You will receive an OTP. You have to enter the OTP, set a new password, and you will be able to access the portal. So when you log in, this is the dashboard. Here you can see different cards which indicate different modules on the portal. All your wards detail are shown in one portal with a single login credential. So you can switch over like this. So under assessments, you can download and view a report card for both monthly and term examination. You can click like this and download it in the PDF format. So this is the report card. You can click and download in the PDF format. Coming to attendance. So it showed the real-time data when a teacher marked the attendance. Also, the historic attendance data for all the months of the current academic year. So if you want to see other months detail, you can just click on the play button like this, and you can view the attendance details of your ward. Next, coming to the leave history. Under leave history, you will be able to apply leave for your ward. So once the leave is applied, the HRT or coordinator will approve the same. Soon after their approval, you can see the status of the leave applied. So you can click here, apply for leave, select the date, from date and to date, reason. You can even upload the medical certificate and save, click on save. So once it is applied, the HRT or coordinator will approve, and you can see the status of the leave application under leave history. Coming to fee payment. Under fee payment, you can view the invoices generated from the school account department. Also, you can proceed with the fee payment accordingly. So once the invoice is generated from the accounts, you can click, or you can even click on make fee payment, view payment history, you can check. Make new payment, you can click and proceed with the fee payment. Moving on to receipt history. This module will give a detailed view of the invoices which is paid already and the receipt generated thereafter. So here you will be able to see all the receipts. You can just click on each receipt and download it in the PDF format. So you can click and download in the PDF format. Next, we'll see coursework. So here you will be able to see all the data shared by the subject teacher or HRT. The data will be like assignment, homework, learning plan, etc. So you can just click on the attachment, view and download whatever data the teacher share, the concerned teacher share in the PDF format. Last, the InMail. InMail is internal mail communication. So without any particular email ID or phone number, you can communicate with anybody in our school organization. So just click on the compose. So your name will come here. Now click on select staff selection. Under staff selection, all the staff name will be there. You can click and choose. And you can type the message. You can upload the attachment and send. So the concerned person will receive this message in his or her portal. So by this, we have come to the end of the portal familiarization session. If you're facing any issues or concern, please email to IT department. The email ID and contact number will be shared in the chat box. Thank you.
Ms. Nandita?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, I'm waiting for the question.
Yeah, she's done. Yeah.
Hello, good
Sir, there
afternoon.
is a question. Dance and music classes were not effective in grade 1 and the classes were conducted for namesake.
Okay, so now we are back to Q&A session. So I would like to answer certain questions which parents have asked here. It is, I have already answered 2-3 questions where parents were asking about monthly activity calendar. So parents, this is our school diary. So your students, your children would be getting this diary, and this is how the monthly calendar is published, where we have mentioned the details about the events and activities. But definitely the format of the activity and event we do not share in the calendar, and we have looked into that concern. So we will send the circulars well in advance so that you can get enough time to prepare your children for that. So thank you for your feedback. Another thing is, there is a concern regarding music and dance teachers. So, well, I agree, there was a lot of fluctuations and many times we had to change the teachers, because if you see during COVID time, many people got infected, and there were certain teachers, those who got infected twice or thrice, because they were constantly in touch with many children. And whenever there used to be a COVID case in our school, teachers were adversely getting affected. So it has really hit hard on teachers, and that was the reason in between we had to make a lot of changes, especially with activity. But now I assure that there won't be such changes, because now everything is fine, everybody is keeping well, and there's not even a single case, everybody is vaccinated. So I hope this time these kind of sudden changes will not take place. Everything will go very smoothly. From the day one, we will have a dedicated teachers for every subject, and those teachers will be continuing for the rest of the academic year.
Hi, ma'am.
And another thing was,
Ma'am, the Ramadan timings.
yeah, Ramadan timing. See, from last 1 year, we are following the Ramadan timing only, actually, because due to COVID and there was a lot of fluctuations, there was no certainty from MOE. Sometimes we have to go back to blended learning, physical learning, then completely online learning. So we never changed our timing. So we will still continue with 8 to 1 for primary and 8 to 10:30 is for kindergarten. And the timetable would be shared, and tomorrow parents will receive a letter where all this information would be mentioned, timetable would be there, and you can see in which particular section your child is in. Because due to certain reasons, we have shuffled certain sections where there is a change, but that has happened due to certain logistic and concerns, and we want to balance out the classes where we want to put diverse group of children into every section. And we have to maintain a male and female student ratio as well. So we will share the detail of the sectioning with parents, along with timetable, along with the details of the subject teachers as well. So most probably by tomorrow, parents will get every information, and from grade 3 onwards, children will start coming to the school.
So the next question is regarding uniform. Does our ward has to wear blazer every day?
No, during winter, of course, yes, the children must wear, because that's a winter uniform. But during summer, only on a special occasion, we request children to wear blazer. Otherwise, we want children to feel comfortable and they can come in regular school uniform. And whenever there is a PE day, there is a separate PE uniform for that. So it's not compulsory during summer. In fact, in winters also, we have a provision of buying jacket also. So it's a choice of parents. But definitely, blazer is a formal uniform and we want children to come in that, but that should be based on the weather condition.
Next is why Urdu textbook is changed in grade 5.
See, that is based on the syllabus requirement, because whenever we do receive the updated syllabus from CBSE, and if there's any change in syllabus or an examination paper pattern, or if teachers feel that we need to upgrade the book, we have to do that. So it's a betterment for children only, because we do not want them to compromise, or we do not want to follow the below standard books. So sometimes due to those reasons, we do change the books. And don't worry, after a sincere and careful thought and study, we do take such decisions, because as a school, when we change the book, we get into loss, because we do have a lot of quantity in our closing stock, which is not of use for us. but still we do not want to compromise on the quality of the subject content. So whenever we get to know if there's any change required, the book has to be updated, new version, then we would change the book. That's the reason. And not only in Urdu, we have changed couple of French books and Hindi books as well, because we feel based on the new syllabus, those books are better.
Ma'am, what about the iPads? Can we buy iPads from outside of the school, and what
Yes,
the specification?
Yes. See, we have not made it compulsory. From last year, we had told parents that they can buy iPad from outside. You can get the specification from a school. And once you buy the iPad, you can submit. For that, we'll send you another circular. But we do not want to do this in hurry, because we know it's a little bit tedious process to submit the iPad. So let children come and settle down in school for a week. And before starting the digital assessment, we will request parent to submit the iPads. For that, we'll send a separate circular. Tell what is the procedure to submit. There would be a checklist which would be given to parents so that we know in what particular condition we are receiving the iPad. After submitting, then it is the school's responsibility to take care, and children would be using under the supervision of teachers' presence.
Ma'am, what about the second language? If we choose the second language as Arabic, can we choose the third language as Arabic also?
You can choose Arabic as a third language for your child. That option is given. But second language is only for native speakers as a second language.
If the second language
you can choose. Yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
And I request parents, if you can write your queries in the chat box, because there are more than 300 parents, and if everybody would talk, then this session will go till night. So it's better to write our questions, and then we would definitely take your question and answer your query.
Ma'am, the next question is, can you please update about the food schedule and timings? What all we should bring with them, and any possibility of getting the same from school? Food. Yes, ma'am. Food.
We do not specify anything related to food, because we are a school where children from 18 different nationality are studying with us. So people have different religious reasons for not eating certain kind of food. And so we do not compel parents to send a particular food, but as long as you are sending healthy food in a appropriate quantity, which children can finish in their short break and long break, that would be very good. So we leave this on parents, that what kind of food preference your child and your family has as per your culture, religion, and your choice. So we do not want to intervene in that, but definitely we do have a fruit break in school. So for that, we request all the parents to send at least one type of fruit with your child so that they can eat. Same way we have water break also. So we request all the parents to send water bottle with the child. Now, when ministry would allow us to start water coolers, children can refill the bottles. But for a timing, they have to bring the water from home. So that's the thing.
So the next question is vaccination mandatory for kids?
See, as per government, whatever age group is supposed to get vaccination, you must get, because then you are free from a lot of hassles. Otherwise, again, you have to submit the antigen report every week. And then, you know, your child is always at risk. So it's better if your child is in the category which is eligible to get vaccine, then better you go for that. Otherwise, I cannot make it compulsory, because it's a mandate from the government actually. And definitely over a period of time, we have realized children, those who are vaccinated, they are not supposed to submit antigen test report on every Sunday. Otherwise, it's a hassle for parent to do this test and submit the report. So it's better to get children vaccinated so they are safe also, and then you are hassle free.
The next query is, in which month periodic test will be taken for grade 1?
See, I told you the periodic test schedule would be published in the school almanac. So when your child will come to school, you will get the almanac and you will see. But still there is a time for grade 1. We are not going to take any periodic test in the month of April and May, because they will just start the new academic year. So let them study first. Once they complete a certain portion, then we will go ahead with the test. But definitely in next few days, you will receive the almanac, and all the periodic test schedules are already published in that. So you can go through.
Okay, then will there be 100% participation for sports day and other activities?
Yes, definitely. See, due to online mode of education, it was not possible. But now, as a school, we believe in the same philosophy. We do not want a single child to be deprived of participating in any kind of event in the school. So most of our activities which we organize in school, whether it's an annual day, sports day, certain days we observe and mark, we want full participation. So don't worry about it. We make sure that children participate in every event, and every child would be given an opportunity as per the child's capacity and capability, in whatever capability and capacity they have. Like for annual days, we choose children based on their own interest and their capacity. Some children are good in drama, some children are good in dancing, some children are good in something else, because it's not necessary that your child will be performing on the stage. There are many children, those who do work behind the stage, but which is equally important, and they develop certain skills which are important for your child. Like some children make PowerPoint presentations, some are part of making props. So those things are also equally important, but still we want a maximum number of children to come on a stage so that they do not have a stage there. So you don't worry about it. This year, 100% participation will be there in every activity and event.
Next query is, ma'am, what about this year's exam pattern? Is it similar as last year? Is it MCQ?
This year, the pattern would change little bit, because last year we were focusing more on objective type questions. So this year it would be a mix of objective and descriptive and structured question, because due to online mode of education, there were a lot of changes made in board examination paper pattern also. But I think from the coming year, things will change. And if there's any major change as per new education policy, or if CBSE comes up with something which is not been followed yet, we will definitely update the parents about it. But teachers will give the sample paper so that your children know what is the exact paper pattern. They would be given worksheets in the class before the periodic test. So objective plus short answer questions, structured questions will also be there in the examination or the test. But definitely MCQ would be there, because that is now part of CBSE exam paper pattern.
Do we have to submit antigen report even if we have done with the first dose of vaccine?
Yes, unless child is not fully vaccinated, you have to, because that is a compliance which we have to fulfill. That's a rule from MOPH. If your child is fully vaccinated, then you are exempted from submitting antigen test report, which parents are usually submitting on weekly basis.
Then the next query is almost the same. When will we get to know the HRT details for the respective?
I've already told tomorrow.
Yes.
So the certain questions which are repeated, I think we can skip those questions.
Okay. Same for grade 2, ma'am, almost the same coming in. Is there any declaration form?
For?
It's just only, is there any declaration form?
If you're talking about antigen declaration form, that would be there. But apart from that, if there's anything else, if the parent can be more specific.
Yeah, I think they're speaking about the same thing, ma'am. Parent declaration form.
So again, the same thing for non-vaccinated children,
yes,
it would be there.
They have to.
Unless until if MOE advised not to go ahead with that.
Absolutely. Correct.
Almost the same, ma'am. No more queries.
Yes.
Yes.
Hello, good afternoon, ma'am.
There is a question I think we have skipped, where one parent has asked train students on transport use and kindly take care of washrooms. Definitely we have noted down your concern, and we will take care of hygiene, because the health is the topmost priority. And in case if you have come across with any thing which was not up to the mark, we will definitely look into, and we make sure that washrooms are properly clean all the time and hygiene is maintained. And as I've told earlier, once the school is reopened for children, during the first week, we would be giving a training to students regarding the transport. So right from how to board the bus, how to get down, how to sit in the bus, how to wear seat belt, there are certain do's and don'ts. We will train children about all these things so that they are aware how to use bus service and how can they keep themselves safe and comfortable in the bus. We will do that definitely.
Then can we buy books from outside?
No, that you can't do, because there are standard books which have to be followed as per the curriculum, and we do not want children to bring different kind of books, because Our books are based on CBSE curriculum, and these are the books which are suggested by CBSE. So there is no scope of buying books from outside because we have to maintain certain standard.
Do we need to buy iPad or any other tablet like Samsung or any other company?
iPad, grade 1 to 5 iPad, because suppose you are submitting, so we cannot bring the charging station for all kind of devices. So as a standard, we have kept iPad because it's safe, and we have the charging stations and the lockers where children can keep these things safely. So for that reason, and to have this standardization, it's always better that all children use the same device, because if we need to upload something, like now we would be uploading a lot of softwares for children to use in the class for listening activities and for other things. So it's easy to do that. If we deal with 500 different kind of devices, then it is practically impossible. So usually in every school, anywhere you go, wherever there is a BYOD concept, the school gives same type of device to every student. So now you cannot buy from school. It's not necessary, because now we are not even providing. You can buy from outside, but it has to be, the specification should be taken from the school, so that we can maintain the standardization. Otherwise, it would be very difficult for us to maintain and to upload anything on the device.
Then Zender app will be updated automatically for the grade 1, or we need to do it again?
Pardon? Can you repeat the question?
Zender app will be updated automatically for the grade 1, or we need to do it again?
See, once the iPads are submitted to school, all the upgradation, anything related to software updation, everything would be done by our IT department. So parents don't need to worry about these things. And as I've told, maybe by second week, we'll come up with the process to take the iPads back. And then IT department would make sure that every software is upgraded in the iPad, and all the teaching and learning softwares are uploaded. So parents, you don't worry about it. We will take care of this.
Well, next is similar to the previous one. When will we receive the user ID for the new joinees? For the Zender ID for the Zender app. Same.
Which Zender app you are talking about? It's a school portal you are talking about?
It is written ZENDA.
Yeah, that's a Nexopay, ma'am. Nexopay parent portal.
Nexopay. That transport department, they will tell. Don't worry, we will give you that information. Yes. I thought you were talking about this teaching and learning software. It would be.
Is it possible for HRTs to have a WhatsApp broadcast in which you could make things easier?
We are already broadcasting certain circulars, but then as I've told, we do not have WhatsApp policy. Parents cannot make WhatsApp group with teachers, because it is not practically possible for teachers to communicate through WhatsApp all the time, replying to 200 parents on a daily basis. And WhatsApp is not an official means of communication in any school. And that's why we have a school portal. You can email, you can meet the teachers, you can call them, and teachers will share the number, but they will give you a time period. Only during that time period you communicate with teachers, so that they can answer your calls. Otherwise, when teacher is teaching in the class, they will not answer your calls. And then parents should not mind that, because that is the time they have to give to children for teaching. Because during online classes also, we have observed many parents, while teacher is teaching, they were interrupting, disturbing. It is really not good idea to disturb the entire class. Maybe your child is taking little bit time to write, and you feel that other children have written, my child is left behind. Don't feel like that. See, every child has its own pace of coping up with things. But in online classes, it was little challenging for teacher to keep a track. But now things have changed. It would be a different scenario. Teacher would be teaching children face to face. So these problems will not come during normal class scenario. So I think then there won't be any need to talk to or to call teachers very often. But for important things, definitely portal is there. And as I've told, you can take appointments and come and meet the teachers if you have any major concern.
Is Islamiyat mandatory for Arab kids or all Muslim non-Arabs?
Yes, it's mandatory from MOE.
Okay. And
Ma'am, is it
How can we
mandatory
get
for
appointment with
all?
headmaster and principal? So you can send us email that you want to meet and you want to take an appointment, or you can call the reception and take the appointment. Both the ways are fine.
same question.
Ma'am, I have a question. Why don't we have Spanish as second or third language option?
Ma'am, we are already offering 10 languages, and unless until we do not have a minimum number of students interested in for that language, we won't be able to offer, because it's not feasible. Like this time we have on the request from the parents that most of the parents wants to go for German, because I was getting a lot of emails, and when we actually send a circular that how many parents are interested for German, you won't believe only 4 parents said yes. And for 4 parents, we cannot hire a proper teacher and we can put it into our timetable, because in such big schools, it's not possible. And if you now see, we are catering to maximum languages, because we know the children from those community are studying in our school, like Tamil, Malayalam, French, Urdu, Arabic, Hindi, Kannada, Urdu. 10 languages are, I mean, it's a big choice. I mean, it's a wide range of choice for parents to use. But still, I understand like Spanish and German and Mandarin, these 3 languages are getting very popular and many parents want. But if we can get around 20 to 25 parents or students interested, then we can think about it. Otherwise, below this number, it won't be feasible for us to, offer this kind of language, because there are a lot of logistics involved when we offer any particular subject, additional language, as a matter of fact. So,
Ma'am, I'm not sure. I think we might have missed on the German survey, because internally all the parents, a lot of parents, we had discussion, and a lot of them showed interest in having Spanish as the second language.
Yeah, but then, now this year it won't be possible, but for next year, definitely in the month of November, usually we send these circulars to parents so that we get enough time in case if we want to offer any additional language. So then maybe next survey, we will include Spanish, and we'll see if we get a reasonable number, definitely we would do that. And same thing had happened with German also, Marathi also. And in fact, you won't believe, we had bought Marathi books also. We had hired Marathi teacher also. And after that, children changed the language, and we were having only 3 Marathi students. And that was, such a failure, because 25 to 26 parents said, we want our children to learn Marathi, and we did offer. Right. But then at the end, it could not materialize. And then all the books we brought got waste. Now the books are lying in our store and we can't use them. And this year also we tried if we can get Marathi student, but we could not get. So same thing happened for German also. And for Spanish, definitely we will include in our next survey. And if we get reasonable number, we will try to offer that sort of problem.
Okay, ma'am, please include Urdu also as a second language if it's possible.
Then we do not have takers. And for Urdu, for CBSE examination, there are a lot of concerns, because second language children have to go for board examination. And if you see the standard of Urdu across the India, and even for Arabic also, now our children would be going for Arabic second language exams. There are a lot of logistic which is involved, which as an overseas school, if you see, we are the only school, those who are sending Arabic children as a second language for board examination. Otherwise, none of the Indian schools are doing that. There are so many reasons behind that, because in India, these languages are not very popular, and CBSE has a different logistics and different compliance to follow. And plus, we do not have that enough number for which we can cater. And we take that much trouble to go for such languages, because hardly, children are interested to go for Urdu as a second language, because they have to give the board examination for that. That's the main reason. Third language is studied up to grade 8. So then we can give a wide range of language selections. In second language, we have to be very particular. We have to look into the future aspect of the child, plus how much feasibility is in the board examination, whether children would be able to score good marks or not, and how useful that language would be in their future career. These are the things which are, there when we select the second languages. And plus the biggest ask is get the number of students. If we have
my concern is you are under the. So
Pardon?
my concern is your name under the international. So other nationalities are also there, like Pakistanis are also there.
No,
So they
that's
want
why we have
to.
offered. That's why we have offered as a third language.
So
I
that's
think
why we.
apart from our school and DPS MIS, like DPS group, apart from these two schools, no other school offers Urdu even. See, we do understand because we are under the umbrella of international school. That's why we offer French also, Arabic also, Urdu also, Hindi also, because many children want to go for Hindi as well. But this is what I'm saying, it's all about the number. If we get reasonable number, children are interested to take Urdu as a second language and they want to really do something in Urdu and they are interested to give board examination in Urdu, we can think about that. But if that's not the scenario, because we did a lot of survey for 2-3 languages, but we did not get the response. Maybe 2-3 parents are really very much interested. But then the school which has 3,000 students, we cannot offer a language only for 3 students. That, because there are a lot of logistics involved, which it's practically not possible for a school to follow. That if I get reasonable number, then it can be done. Definitely.
Ma'am, I didn't receive any survey regarding Urdu because lots of my friends wants Urdu, but we didn't receive any survey. We can choose Urdu.
I would like to add here, ma'am.
Can you see? I think during this platform we cannot discuss about Urdu in so much detail. What I prefer, what you do is maybe not tomorrow. If from Sunday, if whenever you are free, you can take the appointment. You come and we'll discuss and we will see what is the way forward. In case if we are getting a reasonable number, you can also take initiative. You can volunteer and you can get us the data. And if there is a scope, definitely we are open to discuss with you, right?
Yeah, ma'am, I can volunteer for Urdu if you want,
sure.
and I will
So
discuss
think,
it.
Sunday you can take the appointment, Sunday or Monday, and then we can discuss about it.
Okay, thank you.
See, same way people are saying Gujarati, we cannot offer 20 to 30 language. That is not practically possible. Now, some parents are asking Gujarati, some are asking Spanish, some are asking Urdu, some are asking French. So for a school, it's not practically possible. Not only DPS Monarch, you go to any school across the globe, will not offer so many languages for 5, 5, 6, 6 students. That is practically not possible. We cannot have any provision for so many languages in school timetable. And I am very proud to say that our school is the only one school who is offering 10 languages. Other schools maximum 5 to 6 languages. Not more than that, because we know what is the practical difficulty, but still we want to cater to maximum population of our student because of the diversity. So we are doing that because we know we have children from different nationalities and culture. So we try to cater to maximum, but then still there is a limit for us as well. Now I can see one parent is asking for Gujarati as well. I can understand it's your native language and you really want your child to study. But then practically these things are not possible to offer so many languages. But again, we have given this option if children have certain native languages, which we are offering. If you want to swap as a second and third language, we always allow that. Because suppose your child has taken Hindi as a second language or French, but your native tongue is Malayalam or Telugu. And if you want to change, you can do that. But we want to take a language proficiency test so that we can see what is the current level of your child. So we go as per case in this situation. We do not have a standard policy because for such cases, we cannot have a standard policy. Because I can see there is a parent who is writing about swapping of second and third language. Right, and that you must do at a very early, like when your child is in grade 1 or 2. Once child is gone to grade 5 and you want to swap, you are unnecessarily pressurizing your child to cope up with the new language, because language is something like many parents, I'm telling very honestly, come and they say my child wants to take foreign language, French as a second language, because we are not able to teach them Hindi. Now, you are not able to teach them Hindi because you are not native speaker of Hindi, but neither you are a native speaker of French. So again, child would have a lot of difficulty in understanding French because child will start learning basics of French in grade 5, whereas child has studied Hindi or Malayalam or any other language from last 4 years. So in those certain cases, we do not allow. So that's why it's always the decision is taken on case-to-case basis. And I request parents not to compare, because if a particular decision has been taken for a child, there are several reasons behind that. And we do not want to standardize this process because language is something which is the personal interest of the child, and it depends on what kind of language you speak at home and what you want your child to learn out of the languages which we offer. So it's very, very individualized, decision. So in that case, we always prefer parents to write a letter to us and then come to us and discuss, and then we take a decision according to the case.
Excuse me, ma'am, I have a question.
Can you please write, I request, because I'm so sorry. If I allow one parent, then there are 300 parents, everybody would try.
Ma'am, actually, I wrote
and it's
about
not,
the
can you,
language.
your question is related to what?
Ma'am, it's related to the third language, which is Hindi, wherein my kids, they started from grade 5th, and now they have to study those 2 classes, because in DPS Monarch is from grade 3rd,
yes,
wherein BPS, they started from grade 5th.
Yeah.
So if they change to DPS Monarch, how it will go, like those 2-3
See, what
years?
we will do, suppose your child has never studied Hindi as a third language. So we do have a bridging classes at the beginning where we do not give the same paper to those children because we know it is their beginning. So they have been taught in a different manner. So we have a differentiated learning and teaching for them. And once they finish that bridging course, then, and they are at par with other students in the class average, then they go with the normal paper pattern. Otherwise, we do give them different question paper, and the way teachers teach them, it's little different. So we start with very basic, and that's why we called it bridging program. That will go for in the beginning for 2-3 months, and once child has done with the basics, then we start teaching them. So we will take care of it, don't worry, because that's the reason in our school we start third language from grade 3, because the more early you start, it's better. Because from grade 5 and 6, if you start a new language for any child, it's scientifically not correct, because by that time children have already made up their mind, and it's scientifically proven the more early you start teaching languages to children, they can easily grab and they can easily understand also. But anyway, because different schools have different strategies, and in our school it is from grade 3. So if the children are coming to our school in grade 4 and 5 and they have not studied that language before, we do have a bridging program for them, and we will take care of that, and we'll give them support classes for that. And we might have to give you certain extra books and worksheets also, which they have to do at home to come up to at par with other students.
So, ma'am,
dear parents, we will be very happy, more than happy to address all your queries. But for that, please contact the school front office. Please take an appointment with the concerned HRT or the primary head or principal ma'am. And then please, all your queries will be answered and sorted.
Yeah, for personal queries, because this is a parent orientation. We cannot take personal queries, but we would, we know your anxiety as a parent, and we love to welcome you to our school. You come, and any kind of personal query or a concern related to your own child, it's not common, then it's a better idea to come and discuss, because at this platform, I think it's not feasible to discuss about individual queries. So if there's something common, we are answering all those questions. So that's a humble request, so that you can also get the solution for your concern. That's the main idea. And I can see there's a concern regarding library. Yes, we do understand the library period should be for enhancing the vocabulary and enhancing the reading skills. So parents, we are coming up with a special reading program during our library periods. Every class will get a library period where they will go to the library. They will get the books which they can carry home and they will read. Apart from that, we will come up with the library program, reading program. For that, we will send you the information very soon. So we have noted your concern. Before you have shared, we have also realized that library period has to be utilized in a very, very effective manner. But again, I would say it was a very unfortunate for us that we started our school in COVID period. So a lot of plans have gone haywire. But now, because things are back to normal, we would be definitely slowly and gradually will come at a particular standard where you feel and you can see the difference in your child's learning, definitely. And about the school uniform, there is a query, big query. We provide all kind of sizes, but in case if you feel even the maximum big size is not fitting to your child, maybe due to any reason, if in case we are unable to provide you, then we will give you the freedom to get it stitched, because of course if we do not have that size, then definitely we have to give you some alternative. So again, if it's a personal query, if there's anything related to uniform for your particular child, you come and discuss with me. We'll look into your concern. And one more thing, we allow children to come and try uniform and then parents take. Now I see, just 2 hours ago also I saw a lot of parents standing at uniform counter. They were trying the uniform and then buying. But if you take uniform without trying on your child, and at home you try and then you come back and say, I want to return, we do not have that policy, because it is again a lot of hassle you have to take, and then we have to make reverse entry in our system. So that's why we always say that you bring your child to the school, try the uniform and then buy it. During COVID time also, we tried maintaining this with social distancing and all, though it was not a good idea, but again parents were insisting, and we were giving them steam wash and all, so that we can avoid the infection and all. So we are trying our best to give you good facilities, so that you get you are at convenience. But then again, sometimes you have to understand, we are running a big school, we have to follow certain rules and regulation, and those policies have to be followed by every parent. Then only we can run the school in a smoother manner. Otherwise, if we try catering to individual demands of every parent, which won't be possible. So that's why I'm again telling, if there is any particular concern related to your child only, it's related to book, it's related to learning level of your child or anything else, please come take an appointment with the concerned person, then talk to us. Then I think your problem would be solved. Yeah. And one parent is asking, grade 10 board exam is removed now. See, there is no final decision have come so far. As per new education policy, it has been proposed, but still it is under discussion. As soon as we will receive any official information from CBSE, we will definitely update parents about it. But so far, we are preparing our children with this mindset there would be exam. Even if there is no exam, there would be some kind of assessment. Children have to study and they have to pass those assignments and assessments. So anyway, you don't have to worry about that. We will get the updated information from CBSE and we'll do the needful accordingly.
Ma'am, one more thing, if we possible,
ma'am,
then
again, I'm so sorry. Can you please write your query, because otherwise I have to allow all the parents to speak. You try to understand, if there's anything, you can write it on the chat, and we'll take another 2-3 queries and we'll end this session. And for other queries, you're most welcome to come to the school or write to us.
Sorry.
There is a lack of communication between teachers and parents. I don't understand that what kind of lack of communication you are talking about, because I think we are sharing the teacher's phone number also with you. But then again, if you're calling during school time, teachers will not take call. But whatever time slot they have given you, if you call them during that time or you take appointment and come, I think there won't be any lack of communication. Then teachers can talk to you. And then you don't have to wait till parent-teacher meeting. You can always come and talk about your child to any one of us.
Then one more concern is what about the timings during the initial weeks? Will it be reduced hours, keeping in mind many kids are going to school for the first time due to pandemic over the last 2 years?
Yes. See, understood, for KG, it's already 8 to 10:30, and for primary, yes, of course, for grade 1 children, definitely, because they started their schooling during COVID. For them, again, it would be very difficult. So grade 1, for few days, they would be going along with kindergarten. They would be 8 to 10:30 initially. But then from next week, they would be there 8 to 1, because slowly and gradually we have to train them to sit in the school for 5 hours, because that's a curriculum requirement. But initially for 2-3 days, we will make it like that. And first week, we are not going to pressurize children with a lot of syllabus content. First day, there would be an introductory session. Teachers will introduce, they will do some activities which are hands-on activities, and to mingle, to know each other very well. And slowly and gradually, we'll take up the subject content. So anyway, first week will not be too hectic for children to school as well. And this time we are starting with Ramadan, so timings are already shortened.
Unable to attend the meeting if conducted on daytime working days for working people. Most of the school meeting conducted on evening time.
Yes, we will also do. Now we are changing the parent-teacher timing. Either it would be on Saturday sometimes, or Thursday. It would be in the evening hours. So we do understand working parents have this difficulty. So we'll look into that. We'll change the timing.
7 to 5:30. Is that possible? Before starting school, teacher send us Zoom invite and we saw teacher and meet teacher, because most of the kids came by bus, and as a parent we want to meet teacher.
Your homeroom teacher, you can come and meet in the school. Why do you want to meet on Zoom? See, you can bring your child first day, you can drop, and then you can meet the teacher, or you can take the appointment from teacher and you can meet. Why not? See, the idea of parent orientation is this only, so that you can meet the homeroom teacher or the subject teachers of your child's class. But definitely it's a good idea. So I would prefer, instead of Zoom, if you can come and meet the teachers. Our teachers would really love to meet you all. We have no issues in that. You come and meet everyone. It's better to meet face to face. That would be really good.
Ma'am, for the day, shall we end all the queries here?
Yeah. And this last query I'm taking, do we send phone with etras as vaccination proof or health card copy from MOPH? I don't understand. Do we send phone with etras as vaccination proof?
No need. They are saying whether they have to send etras along with the students.
No, for students, it's not. The student is not applicable. Yeah.
Because they are submitting the rapid antigen test declaration form.
Definitely, yeah.
That way, this is not needed. And those who are vaccinated, they send the vaccination certificate. So for that, they don't need phone.
Okay. So, well, thank you so much, parents. I know there are some parents, they might be thinking our queries are not answered, but we avoid taking personal queries related to your child, as I've already told. But you can always come and meet us and you can write your queries to us. And definitely we will start our academic year with a lot of zeal and enthusiasm. And over a period of time, you will see a very positive difference in your child's life. And I hope together as a team, we can work better for your children and we can make them happy all the time. Because at the end, the purpose of education is to create balanced mind. So if children are happy, balanced, they're learning something skillful, and we are able to make a positive contribution in their life, that's the entire objective of the education. But still, parents might have their own individual concerns, so you can always approach the school. Thank you so much, teachers and everyone, those who participated in this parent orientation. And thank you so much, parents, for your time. And we'll get in touch with you soon. And those who want to visit school, they're most welcome. Thanks.
Thank you, ma'am.
On behalf of the Monarch family, it gives me immense pleasure to thank our dear parents who have attended this orientation session and have always supported us in vibrant colors to reach our boundaries beyond the sky. Dear parents, it is your dream that makes us walk the miles of difficult steps in a positive manner to reach our destination and peak, covering all the hardships. Thank you all once again. I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to the management, principal ma'am, headmaster sir, the coordinators, and the IT department for their continuous support and guidance. We Monarchians are looking forward to an exciting and fun-filled year with our students to continue our journey of teaching and learning together. Thank you for your time today. Have a great evening, and we look forward to see you soon. Meeting ends here. You may leave the meeting now. Thank you once again.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Afra.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. 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 Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Bye.